From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Well, I hope you all had a great weekend. We're wrapping it up here, getting ready for your work week here as we go into next week. But before we get to that forecast, I do want to tell you about the free Weather NorCal app that we have available. You know, you may have kind of come across some of my videos, maybe see them on social media, but know that Weather NorCal, I mean, this is a growing business and getting more sponsors on board, getting more people who are discovering Weather NorCal, and it's really just a great local resource. And that's really the focus here. It's local for all of Northern California. It includes the North Coast, it includes the mountains, the inland areas, it includes the Sacramento Valley as well. So be sure to check out the Weather NorCal app for your iPhone and your Android. It's free. Search for Weather NorCal, download the app for free, and you have access to everything Weather NorCal has to offer. And I mean everything. We're talking about the forecast video updates. We're talking about the live streaming 24-hour channel. We're talking about the special content such as Turtle Bay, Wonderful World of Animals, the Pet of the Week, for example, neighborhood forecasts. If you're going to a particular location or you want to check out your neighborhood, click that right there. Click your particular neighborhood and you will get a personalized forecast for your area, not to mention the hourly forecast, not to mention the 7-day forecast. So it's all right here within the palm of your hand. So be sure to check that out, Weather NorCal free app for your Android and your iPhone. Here's the deal. No big changes in the long range with highs near normal this week. Rain this week, not looking all that promising. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, even last Friday, there were some indications that been kind of going back and forth with the overall timing, the overall intensity, as whether or not we're going to see rain. Long-range forecast models have been kind of all over the place with that. And now it's just not looking all that promising at all. All right, so here you can see here as we go into your Monday, temperatures low 90s inland and in the mid 60s for the coast. For Trinity County, a little bit warmer than it was last week. Mid to even some upper 80s for your daytime highs. May see some haze and smoke out there, by the way, for parts of Trinity County from the Smith River complex. Otherwise, we are expecting mainly sunny skies, the clouds staying to our south. This, by the way, is remnants from all of the thunderstorms we saw south of Sacramento yesterday afternoon. A lot of lightning strikes. Of course, we didn't see any of that. This may bring us a few clouds, but that's really going to be the extent of it. We take a look at Futurecast, and there you can, of course, see some of the low clouds and fog we will see along the coast here. May be difficult to clear out. Maybe even seeing some clouds making their way into the inland areas as well, but you'll notice the sunny skies for Trinity County. But as I mentioned, from the Smith River complex, we may see some of that smoke making its way down into northern Trinity County, especially for the first half of the day on your Monday. Now, Tuesday, a couple of more clouds moving on in, but still looking at mainly dry conditions. Long range, we're going to have to look hard because we're just not seeing that rain moving on in. There's all the way through this upcoming next weekend. Didn't see a drop of rain in that long range forecast. And all of those forecast models now agree that there's just not much in the way of rain heading our way through this week and not to mention this upcoming weekend. So that's pretty much it. Not much change here. So temperatures staying in the mid to upper 80s through Wednesday. We'll see a slight spike up in our temperatures Thursday, Friday, Saturday before they start to dip again toward the end of this upcoming weekend and into next week. Your wave heights, looks like they are increasing a little bit for your Monday, up to about 6 feet heading out to sea. Not as bad, though, obviously, as you head out to the immediate coast. Your marine forecast for tomorrow. Winds from the north at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the west at 4 feet at 9 seconds. Now, the high tide will be at 11:50 a.m., so just before the noon hour will be your high tide at 5.7 feet. Now, as we go into about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 3.1 feet. Could be looking at some patchy drizzle, especially in the morning hours. So for tonight, upper 40s, low 50s for Trinity County and into the inland areas in the low to mid 50s. Pretty much low to mid 50s here out along the coast as well. For your Monday, look for those temperatures in the mid to upper 80s in Trinity County, although Ruth about 81. Look for a high of 92 for Hoopa, 89 for Garberville, 71 for Shelter Cove in Trinidad, a high of about 72 degrees. Looking at your 7-day outlook, looking like temperatures pretty much staying in the low 90s for places like Hoopa. A slight increase, though, going to Thursday and Friday before dipping back down again over the weekend. That'll most likely be the same trend here as we take you into Trinity County as well. And how about Eureka? Look for those temperatures in the mid 60s on average for the next 7 days under partly to mostly cloudy skies, and your overnight lows in the mid to upper 50s.